Hi and welcome to this episode of Gunman. In this video I'll take you through this BMW 320i in silver. Titan silver is the name of the colour. They can be quite tricky to blend the silvers sometimes, so I'll take you through the steps to get it all done. It's quite a hot day here this day. It was about 40 degrees temperature, so the base coat dries nice and quick, but you just got to be careful not to put your base coat on too dry, or else it will end up balling up and going a little bit dusty where you're trying to do your blends. So here's the second coat of colour. Silver's renowned for not really covering that well, so I'm going to put 4 coats of base coat on this one, depending on the colour. If it was black or a darker colour, blues, they cover pretty well. Reds and greens are renowned for not covering very well, so Standox is quite a good paint, so this is what I'm using on this job. It's not too bad. I'm just putting that extra coat on just for a precaution more than anything. So you may want to grab the tack rag and tack rag it in between coats if it starts balling up. In a worst case scenario, it's more when you're using the old school guns, the older style guns, you can start having it balling up on you. But these newer guns, you can wind the fluid needle right out, and you can get the colour on a lot nicer with these newer guns. I'm using the GTI Pro, the HVLP air cap on it. Set the pressure for your first couple of coats of base coat at about 1.6, 1.7 bar, and then on the last coat I'll jack it up a little bit to get the metallic to stand up nice. Probably put it up to about 2 bar or 30 psi. What I'm putting on here is a coat of what we call blending clear, or this is just a clear coat of base coat to allow your blend coat of colour to land in that, and it won't ball up and won't go dusty. So this is our last coat of base coat. I find it's best if you put that base coat blending clear down straight away, and then have in another gun, have your colour, so when it's still wet you do the blend. You can do it first if you want. Some people do that, but I've found the best results is done this way. And the main key I've actually found over the years, I used to have troubles blending colours, and especially silvers and golds and stuff like that. You'd have troubles with the colour not blending out too well. I found the main key to it is actually just having the colour good before you paint it, because some people look at a colour when they're colour matching and say, oh, that colour will be okay, and we'll just blend it out, but then you actually end up creating more dramas when you're in the spray booth. So as you can see, the metallic's laid down quite nicely, and here we're about to put our first coat of clear on. You want to put your first coat of clear on. So it's basically just closing up the base coat so you can no longer see any base coat through that clear coat. So you're not going for a big heavy wet coat yet. It's just what we call in the industry a closed coat, so it's closed over. Set my gun up to about 2 bar, which is approximately 29 psi. I have the HVLP air cap on it, and I'll wind the fluid right out to make it so you get a nice amount of paint on, and open the fan right up. You don't want to put the first coat on, especially on a silver, too wet, because what I've actually seen happen before is the clear can actually start to pull the base coat down. If you're doing a bonnet on a silver, you can sometimes make them look stripy, what we call mottle. It can look a bit mottly, and you can sometimes get the base coat to look good, but then put your first coat of clear on too wet, and it will actually pull the base coat down. So the idea of getting that base coat on nice is basically, if you look at a piece of paper, right, it's got 2 sides, and same as the metallic flakes in the paint. So if you think about it, and like it's a liquid, so if you put it on too wet, well then that flake is actually going to lay down. And you're going to see the flat of it, and you want to actually have it standing up on its edge. So you want to put the base coat on not too heavy. And here's our second coat of clear coat, so you'll probably notice that I've slowed down a little bit. Pretty much same overlap, 50-50. Keeping it nice and even. You don't want to start going on diagonal angles and that, because you'll just get it uneven. You'll start getting runs and dry spray, and that doesn't look good. Silvers can be also tricky to put the clear on as well, because it's a light colour. It doesn't reflect the light in the spray booth as well as a darker colour may, so you actually have to get the eye and get the reflection off your paint to make sure you have got a nice even and wet finish all over the whole panel. Which you will see at the end of this video. I actually have a look down the side just like this now, and I think, oh, I missed that spot. I'll just put a bit more clear over that just to make sure it's nice and wet. Usually I'd wear a spray suit, but it was just too hot on this day. Spray suits help with the dust, keep the dust down off the body. So as you can see, the clear coat's on nice and wet. The base coat colour looks good. You can't really see that blend. Looks good out in the sun too, so thanks again for watching. This has been another Gunman production. Goodbye.